Hello friends! Glad to see you on my channel, Voices of Nature. In this video, we will talk about the most amazing facts about our pets. So get comfortable and let's get started. Domestic cats have long taken their place next to humans and for many have become favorite pets and companions. But if you think that you know your cat as you know yourself, we assure you, he has something to surprise you with. In this article, we have collected interesting and unusual facts about domestic cats that will reveal these animals from different, sometimes unexpected, sides. Cats and dogs shared a common ancestor. Scientists suggest that cats and dogs descended from the same ancestor, small carnivores from the species Myacidae, which lived mainly in trees about 66 million years ago. The first cats appeared before humans. The ancestors of all modern cats formed during the Miocene era, which ended more than 5 million years ago. And erect-walking humans appeared almost 3 million years later. The path of cats to domestication took 120,000 years, approximately this amount of time passed from the moment of isolation of the subspecies of the steppe cat, from which all domestic cats descended, to the beginning of life together with humans. Cats began living with people 10,000 years ago. It was then that the rapid development of agriculture in the territories of the countries of the modern Middle East encouraged people and cats to live together. Pets helped people save crops from numerous rodents. Ancient Egypt, the cradle of cat civilization. Probably nowhere were cats treated better than in this country. In Egypt, they were considered sacred animals that were protected. The Egyptians even worshipped cats in the form of the goddess Bastet. If a pet died, the owners shaved their eyebrows as a sign of mourning. And for rough treatment, murder and smuggling of cats to other countries, the perpetrators faced severe punishment, including the death penalty. The Middle Ages, the worst time in cat history. These animals were treated very differently. In medieval Europe, then cats were considered the offspring of the devil and accomplices of dark forces. Black cats were especially unlucky. It was believed that these were the kind that witches kept to help in magical rituals. For this, unfortunate pets were often burned at the stake along with their owners. The fight against cats in the Middle Ages led to epidemics. The merciless extermination of domestic cats in those days became one of the causes of terrible plague epidemics that claimed the lives of approximately half of the entire population of Europe. The carriers of this disease were mainly rodents infected with plague fleas, but there was simply no one to hunt them. Cats are the most popular pets on Earth. Fortunately, religious prejudices are a thing of the past, and cats are very popular these days. Experts estimate that there are about 600 million domestic cats in the world. The leader in this regard is Australia. Here there are 9 pets per 10 people. There are about 200 breeds of domestic cats in the world, although it's a rare person who can name more than 10 to 15. At the same time, there are only about 40 natural breeds. The rest were bred by crossing, sometimes even with wild relatives. Photo of a British cat. Cats are extremely fertile. Scientists have calculated that the offspring of one pair of cats can produce more than 400,000 new individuals in 7 years. Record offspring on average, a cat brings from 1 to 6 kittens per litter. The record is 18 kittens, 15 of which were viable. And the most prolific cat is considered to be a spotted tabby named Dusty, who lived in Texas, America. The owners estimated that she gave birth to more than 400 kittens throughout her life. At the same time, the last time she became a mother was already in her 19th year of life. Cats can cause illness, and this is not an allergy to cat hair. There are 2 officially recognized mental illnesses: ailurophilia, excessive affection for cats, and ailurophobia, pathological fear of domestic cats. Not only humans can suffer from cat allergies, yes, cats are also allergic to people, or rather to things associated with them. For example, allergic reactions in pets can be caused by cigarette smoke, perfume odors, and even human dander. There are also long livers among cats. The average lifespan of cats with proper care is 12 to 15 years. Pets often live to be 20 years or more. But there are also absolute record holders. For example, a cat named Cream Puff from the USA lived 38 years and 3 days. Giant cats are not a myth. Photo of a cat jumping onto the sofa. The cat world has its giants. Of course, the largest representatives of non-hybrid domestic breeds are Maine Coons. Their body length can reach 120 centimeters, and the weight of cats is 12 to 15 kilograms. Eternal kittens. There are also kids among domestic cats. Thus, the Singaporean is considered the smallest of the natural breeds. Males of this breed grow no more than 3 kilograms, and females less than 2 kilograms. The heaviest cat in the world. Representatives of the Guinness Book of Records refuse on principle to register records for heavyweight cats. This is done on purpose so that some owners do not have the desire to heavily feed their pet. In order to become famous, you must always follow the feeding standards for cats so that they are healthy and do not gain excess weight. Cats have more bones in their bodies than humans. The human body consists of 206 bones, while cats have 250. This explains the extraordinary flexibility of their spine. Cats use 32 muscles to move their ears. Thanks to them, pets' ears are able to rotate 180 degrees. And cats do not need to constantly turn their heads listening for prey. Cats' daytime vision is not superior to humans in every way. For example, these animals are characterized by farsightedness. Cats have difficulty distinguishing small objects at a distance of up to 70 centimeters, but can perfectly see them 60 meters ahead. At night, cats see 6 times better than people. For pets, a little more than 15% of the light in which a person could see at least something in the dark is enough to see perfectly at night. Cats are not colorblind. They distinguish 3 colors: red, green, and blue. This was established as a result of experiments. They see everything else as gray. Kittens are born not only blind, but also deaf. Surely many people know the expression like blind kittens. But hearing in newly born babies is also absent and develops along with vision. During the first 2 weeks of life, cats hear better than dogs and people. Although kittens are born deaf, they develop acute hearing in the future. Cats can hear sounds up to 65 kilohertz, while dogs can hear sounds up to 40 kilohertz, and humans can only hear sounds up to 20 kilohertz. Cats can also hear in the ultrasonic range, which rodents use to communicate. When grooming, a cat loses a lot of fluid by licking its fur. A cat gets rid of dirt and foreign odors. At the same time, saliva is actively released, and in order to clean the coat completely, the animal's body spends the same amount of fluid as it releases during urination. Cats don't sweat. Their fur and skin have no odor of their own. Sweat glands in cats are present only on the pads of their paws and play an important role in marking territory. Cats hunt for more than just food. The hunting instinct is triggered in a pet, even if it is not hungry, but sees prey. Cats also hunt in order to share prey with the owner or train offspring. Cats love heights. Surely all pet owners have noticed their desire to climb as high as possible. This is not just curiosity. At altitude, the cat feels safer, as it has better control of its territory and can detect threats in advance. Cats can't climb down from trees upside down anatomically. Cat claws are designed in such a way that animals can cling with them only when moving upward. Therefore, pets often find themselves in a difficult position climbing a tree or climbing up carpet or curtains. Not all cats are afraid of water. Among them, there are those who are not against water procedures and even love them. These are cats of the Turkish Van, Maine Coon, Karelian Bobtail, etc. As a rule, these breeds originated in coastal areas and their representatives are not afraid of water, swim well, and even hunt in it. Cats can make up to 100 different sounds. They use them to express their mood, warn about something, and communicate with each other and with people. In comparison, dogs can only make up to 10 different sounds. Cats only communicate with people by meowing. Pets do not use this sound to communicate with their relatives, with the exception of kittens, which attract the cat's attention by meowing. Cats' vocal cords can vibrate up to 26 times per second. This happens both during inhalation and exhalation when cats purr. If a cat purrs, it doesn't mean she's happy. Domestic cats can purr not only from pleasure, but also from fear, anxiety, or pain. A cat's sense of smell is 14 times more acute than a human's. This is possible thanks to approximately 80 million receptors located in the nasal cavity of cats. They allow you to distinguish odors that are absolutely elusive to the human nose. Cats smell more than just their noses. They can catch them with a special Jacobson's organ, located behind the incisors on the upper palate. With its help, pets analyze unfamiliar and interesting odors. Moreover, they do this in a rather funny way by freezing and opening their mouths. The pattern on each cat's nose is unique. The patterns on each pet's nose are different and cannot be the same, just like the papillary patterns on the pads of a person's fingers. A cat needs its nose for more than just breathing. This most important olfactory organ also plays a significant role in the thermoregulation of the entire body and helps the animal cool down. When the secretion secreted by special glands evaporates from its surface, cats are excellent jumpers. They can easily jump to heights that are 5 or more times their height. If a person had the same ability, he could jump 8 to 9 meters up. Domestic cat runs faster than Usain Bolt. Cats, especially when hunting, can run at speeds of up to 45 to 50 kilometers per hour. The maximum speed of the legendary record holder in the 100-meter race only slightly exceeded 43 kilometers per hour. A cat's heart beats much faster than a human's. The normal heart rate for a cat at rest is approximately 140 to 145 beats per minute, which is typical for a person when running at an average pace. Cats are one of the laziest mammals. They can sleep 16 to 18 hours a day, and the older the cat, the more time she devotes to sleep. Thus, it is in this state that pets spend up to 70% of their lives. Cats spend most of their waking hours grooming themselves. Yes, if they are not sleeping, then most likely they are busy taking care of their fur coat. This takes them from 30 to 50% of their time minus sleep. Join us on our exciting journey with Voices of Nature as we introduce you to the incredible world of our favorite furry friends, cats. You will find useful tips and exciting stories from the life of feline pets. Find out how cats enrich our lives with their love, devotion, and unique charm. Subscribe to the channel, like, and share it with more people. This way you will help our community.